Dedicated, determined, dependable. This is News 10 ABC in the morning.
We are staying on top of breaking news out of East Greenbush this morning. Police investigating an apparent double murder-suicide that has left 3 dead, including a mother and 2 children. A tough story on this Tuesday morning. Thank you for starting your day with us, though. Good morning, everyone. I'm News 10 ABC's Christina Arangio.
And good morning to you. I'm Stephanie Grady. Meteorologist Steve Teeling here with us this morning, as well as Nicole Alley. Steve, I know that we're seeing some cloud cover out there to start off this Tuesday, and it's hot, too.
Yeah, it's hot to start off. It's going to be hot to finish. We have a little bit of some haze and a thin veil of clouds out there. But look at Route 7. We're moving along pretty decently at this hour, so really no cause for concern to think I got to get out there in a hurry. It looks like it's going to stay nice at this point weather-wise, where we're not going to see any rain or thunder or anything like that. That would slow things down. So right now, Route 7 at Miller Road looking good. Traffic maps, 90 westbound. Speeds are pretty typical. A little bit of a slowdown where 90 meets up with 87. Our current number is 71 degrees. We've stayed steady from the last hour. And our dew point temperature has stayed steady from the last hour, 64. However, that 64 dew point puts us in the uncomfortable range, and I think that's where we're going to stay all day long. Uncomfortable with the humidity, with temperatures approaching 90. So, yeah, you do the math. We're going to see heat indices out there today. 66 in Lake Pleasant and in Indian Lake. Duanesburg, 64. Down the Saugerties right now, you're at 70 degrees. Now, as mentioned, we don't have any showers or storms to deal with out there today. Just that little bit of cloudiness with the partly sunny skies. Any of that thunderstorm activity you see off to our west in the Great Lakes, that's going to kind of fall apart. But this evening, we may see a little bit better chance of some thunderstorms. Now, I think most of the day will be dry. We could see that pop-up thunderstorm later in the day with the high of 90. Heat indices mid and upper 90s. But this evening into early tonight, there may be a round of storms that move through parts of the region. We'll highlight that. Have your 7-day when I come back, ladies.
Now to our breaking news out of East Greenbush this morning. A double murder-suicide. Police say a mother and 2 children are dead.
It happened overnight at a home on Rock Rose Drive in East Greenbush. The scene this morning still very active with investigators there. News 10 ABC's Jennifer Lee is also live at the scene this morning with what we know at this point. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Stephanie. A neighbor tells me she's shocked to hear what happened overnight at 58 Rock Rose Drive. Police say 3 people are dead, including 2 young children and their mother. They're calling this a murder-suicide. Now, as you can see, the home has been taped off. We're seeing investigators going in and out of the home this morning. And moments ago, the medical examiner was here processing the scene. Now, officials say no weapons were involved. It's still unclear of what exactly happened here. First responders got the call around 1:30 this morning, and authorities tell us a family member, the brother of the mother, made the phone call concerned about the welfare of the 2 children inside the home. Now, police say they've been to this home before a couple of months ago for a welfare check, but did not go into detail of that incident. Now, autopsy reports are expected this afternoon, which will give police more clues as to what exactly happened here overnight, and we will be here all morning long and bring you the latest update. For now, reporting live in East Greenbush, Jennifer Lee for News 10 ABC.
Thank you, Jen. To our other top story on this Tuesday, the town of Rotterdam still in a state of emergency this morning after many residents spent the night without water due to 4 water main breaks yesterday. Service is expected to be returned to some residents as early as this morning, but a boil water advisory will remain in effect for all residents through tomorrow. Now, this all started with a break on Princetown Road early yesterday. Crews were able to repair that break, but they say that pressure changes caused 3 additional water main breaks, making for a long day without cleanup and clean water for some residents.
Woke up with somebody pounding my door and telling me to get out as fast as I can.
What a mess.
Now, residents who have water are asked not to use any excess water until further notice. Depend on News 10 ABC to bring you the latest on the situation in Rotterdam. We will have updates both right here on air and online throughout the morning as we get more information in.
A big day yesterday for developers hoping to build a Las Vegas-style casino in the capital region. Proposals were due to the Gaming Commission by 4 p.m. In all, 17 groups handed in over 25,000 pounds of paperwork. Some of those proposals brought in by truck or van. They're competing for one of up to 4 licenses to be awarded for a casino upstate. Locally, there are 5 groups in the running. They include proposals in Schenectady, Amsterdam, Howe Caverns, East Greenbush, and the city of Rensselaer.
There has been much debate in these towns and beyond about a casino coming to the capital region, and we took to Facebook and asked you where you thought a casino should go. We got hundreds of responses, over 300, like Cody Lee, who says East Greenbush. Anyone who is against the casino that would bring jobs and money to the area, get a clue. But right underneath that, you can see Sherry's comment here, nowhere here. Nice way to turn upstate New York into the new Las Vegas. Now, to check out more comments and add your own, head on over to our Facebook page.
6:35 right now. A Rensselaer man is behind bars this morning after a dispute with his neighbor yesterday. According to police, it all started when Christopher Kilholland got into an argument with his neighbor who lives 2 doors down. Things began to escalate, and that's when police say Kilholland grabbed his high-powered pellet gun and began to shoot. We're told the pellets nearly hit several children, including a 1-month-old baby. But in the end, fortunately, no one was hurt. Rensselaer police say Kilholland hid inside his 3rd Street home and had to be removed by a SWAT team. It is not your typical robbery. Albany police take a man into custody after they bust him for stealing 10 cents. But it's not the amount of money that landed him behind bars. It is the way police say 21-year-old Charlie Phelps stole that money. It was at about 10 a.m. on Friday when police say he approached a woman on Pearl Street with a hypodermic needle in his hand and demanded cash. After grabbing the victim's last dime, Phelps took off. He was followed by a couple of bystanders and arrested not long after that.
Happening now, an iconic fixture at the Port of Albany making its way back after spending the winter in the Staten Island area. The USS Slater, a World War II ship making its way back up the Hudson River after undergoing several repairs. The return of the iconic vessel comes just in time for the 4th of July holiday weekend, when those who run the ship hope to have it open for tours. Now, most of the renovations to the USS Slater won't be noticeable to the average visitor, with the exception of the new camouflage paint job, much like the one it donned back in 1945. The USS Slater expected to arrive at the port between 7 and 8 this morning, and we'll keep you updated on exactly when it arrives. Happening today, another graduation. It's that time of year, right? But this one is for police officers. 38 officers will graduate this morning at 10 a.m. at Schenectady County Community College. The officers come from the Zone 5 Training Academy, which is a full-service training academy that provides training to both new and veteran officers. Session 56 is the basic course for the officers. Zone 5 was started about 14 years ago when it found a home right here in the capital region.
6:37 right now. We want to check in with meteorologist Steve Teeling for a preview of what's ahead in our storm tracker forecast. You can already feel the heat and humidity out there, Steve, and it's only 6:30.
It's only 6:30, yep. Yeah, already in the 70s in some locations. We're all going to be close to 90 before this day is through. As mentioned, a little bit warm and humid out there right now, but wait until this afternoon. Heat indices mid and upper 90s, so get ready for that. What about the rest of the week? The details right after this very short break.
At 6:40, weather and traffic on the 10s. Of course, today we are going to see some warm weather out there. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for people today.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to say hot today.
Okay.
Now, I don't say that too often.
You don't go there very often, I know.
90's hot.
When we're at 90 or above, I'm going to use that H word, okay?
Okay.
What the heck, right? Yeah, that's another H word. Let's get you out the door. Some of us may use the other H word, but nonetheless, it's going to be hot and humid out there today, no doubt about that. But hey, today's July 1st, so kind of right on time, wouldn't you say? Route 7 at Miller Road moving along nicely with the dry roads out there this morning. Our traffic maps, 90 westbound speeds look A-OK at this time. We're going up north of Albany to Kitchell Bay on Lake George, and that is a beautiful start to the day. Boy, what a day to be out on the lake. I think that's where you really want to be, around a cool body of water with the heat and humidity today. Dunkin' Donuts Storm Tracker weather camera. This is high atop our studios, looking at the thin veil of clouds out there. All right, radar and satellite right now shows, again, some of those thin clouds passing on by into Rensselaer County, especially in Nassau. Good morning to you, my friends. You're looking at generally partly sunny conditions, but rather warm and humid to start off our day. Right now, it's dry locally. We have a little system that will be passing by just to the north of Albany this evening and early tonight. that may be the trigger mechanism to give us a few thunderstorms. Troy is 71 at this hour, Scotia 70, the Pine Bush in Albany 69 degrees, and out across the river into Grafton up on the hill, you are currently at 64. Westover is there as well, Bennington 64, Fairhaven coming in the upper 60s at this hour, and up to Saratoga Springs, you too are 68, Boston Lake 69, and Greenwich and Stillwater upper 60s. Now, you say, okay, those temperatures aren't too bad, but look at where our dew points are, mid and even upper 60s. That's in the uncomfortable range, and that's where we're going to stay until further notice. Now, today will be dry, especially this morning, with the 3 H's out there. Watch what happens at 3 o'clock. Generally dry. There could be a pop-up thunderstorm developing, but what we're going to be watching is that little system, that little disturbance that's going to be riding our way. So from 3 until 5, you can see up in the Adirondacks, western part of our state, seeing some thunderstorms, but watch what happens by 7. Looks like they're going to migrate in here, so north and west of Albany, the greatest chance of seeing some strong to possibly severe thunderstorms, but by midnight, it's all out of here as it crosses the area. So that seems to be the greatest threat between, say, this evening and early tonight to see any storms. Otherwise, the 3 H's today, a high of 90. The heat index will be mid and upper 90s. Tonight, any of those thunderstorms move out. We'll call it warm and muggy, 71 by tomorrow morning. Better chance of afternoon thunderstorms tomorrow, still remaining humid. Probably all day Thursday, we could see scattered showers and thunderstorms, still humid. Friday, the 4th of July, right now, cloudy in the morning, sunny in the afternoon. We're going to have to watch very carefully that tropical system that is going to be coming up from the south. Yeah. The National Hurricane Center actually turns it into a hurricane probably later today, and then passing by to our south on Friday. It's going to be a close call, but two things. Right now, I think it will miss us, other than maybe a few clouds, and it would be Hurricane Arthur if it's named.
All right.
It does come to fruition.
That could make quite a difference for our weather, but if it stays enough away.
Yeah, it needs to be watched, but right now I'm going to say, okay, maybe cloudy to start 4th of July, but not too bad.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Okay.
Well, do you believe that we will win? The U.S. takes on Belgium this afternoon in the knockout round at the World Cup. World Cup fever has been huge on Twitter. Hashtag Are You Ready trending this morning. Now, the game starts at 4 o'clock. Some of these tweets here. Let's go, Team USA. And then Isabel saying, your performance in this World Cup is bringing much deserved attention to soccer in our country. Thank you and good luck. And this one's very simple, but says it all. Game day, are you ready? Now, you can always follow along on social media, but if you want to join the crowd to cheer on the red, white, and blue, you don't have to go to Brazil. You can head over to Troy. The Valley Cats are hosting a viewing party at Joe Bruno Stadium. Doors open there at 3 o'clock.
Go USA.
Oh, yeah, going to be another exciting one.
Coming up, a look at this morning's top stories and the weather before you head out the door.
You're watching News 10 ABC in the morning. Dedicated, determined, dependable. 6:47 on this Tuesday morning, getting a check of our top stories this morning. A gruesome scene in East Greenbush overnight. Police saying a mother and 2 children are dead in an apparent double murder-suicide. Authorities on scene all morning long. They've been out there since early this morning when those calls first came in at about 1:30. We know the 2 children and mother were killed in this situation. Authorities saying that no weapons were involved. News 10 ABC's Jennifer Lee is live for us at the scene this morning. She's working to get more information right now, talking with investigators. She will have a live report and an update on the situation in East Greenbush coming up over on Fox 23 from 7 to 9.
To our other top stories this morning, the town of Rotterdam still in a state of emergency after 4 water main breaks leave residents without any clear water overnight. Streets were a mess yesterday, and one break on Wallace Avenue is still being repaired. It all started about 3:30 yesterday morning when the biggest break happened on Princetown Avenue. Crews were able to repair that, but officials tell us changes in pressure from that set off a chain reaction and caused other breaks. A boil water advisory is still in effect, along with a burn ban, because officials fear fire crews won't have enough water pressure to fight fires. Water is expected to be restored at some point this morning, but officials say the boil water advisory will be in effect until at least tomorrow morning, that the water won't be safe to drink yet. Bottled water is available to anyone who needs it at the old Curry Road Shopping Center. News 10 ABC dedicated to keeping you up to date on the efforts to bring a Las Vegas-style casino to the capital region. Yesterday, 17 developers handed in their proposals by the 4 p.m. deadline. In our area, there are 5 proposals still in the running. They are located in Schenectady, Amsterdam, Howe Caverns, East Greenbush, and the city of Rensselaer. And they're all competing for one of up to 4 licenses to be awarded upstate. A final decision expected in the fall. The USS Slater, a World War II ship making its way back up the Hudson River after undergoing several repairs. The return of the iconic vessel comes just in time for the 4th of July holiday weekend, when those who run the ship hope to have it open for tours. Most of the renovations to the USS Slater won't be noticeable to the average visitor, with the exception of the new camouflage paint job, much like the one it donned back in 1945. The USS Slater expected to arrive at the port between 7 this morning, just a little while from now, and 8 o'clock. We'll keep you updated on exactly when it arrives. 38 police officers will graduate this morning at 10 a.m. at Schenectady County Community College. The officers come from the Zone 5 Training Academy, which is a full-service training academy that provides training to both new and veteran officers. Session 56 is the basic course for the officers. Zone 5 was started about 14 years ago when it found a home right here in the capital region.
It is 6:50 right now, getting a check of our weather and traffic on the 10s. We've been saying all morning long, Steve, if this morning really can tell us anything, we know it's going to be a hot and sticky one out there today.
Yeah, when you start off at 71 degrees,
yeah,
it's only one way to go, really,
be hot.
Up, and up. You ladies ready for the heat and humidity?
I'm ready.
It's about that time of year, I have to say. Today's July 1st.
Right. Just think of the winter we had, and suddenly it's not so bad.
Not too shabby, is it? I love this weather anyway. What the heck? I know it's uncomfortable for some of us, but at least it's only going to be around for a few days. It doesn't look like a prolonged heat wave. Just the next, today and then the next 2 days, and after that we should see some cooler, less humid weather, but not today. Let's get you outside on your way on this Tuesday morning. We've been on this camera all morning long. Let me switch it on the fly here and show you that I-90 at 787 right now is moving along smoothly. We have the partly sunny skies out there. All in all, not a bad commute in that area right now. 7 eastbound, a little bit slow as it hooks up with 787 below 50 miles an hour. Our North Adams webcam showing the partly sunny skies coming on through. It's going to kind of be hazy and humid today. The 3 H's, generally speaking, is what we can expect across our region. Now in Schenectady, with our Dunkin' Donuts Storm Tracker weather camera in Proctor's or on Proctor's, you can see that's a very quiet, partly sunny start to the day. Other than the thin veil of clouds coming on through, it's generally really not much moisture literally falling from the clouds. We have moisture in the form of that humidity out there, but otherwise just the 3 H's today, maybe an isolated pop-up thunderstorm. All this activity to our west is kind of dying out, but the little disturbance that is triggering that is going to pick up some steam and head our way for this evening into early tonight, where we could see a few thunderstorms. More on that in a moment. Dew point currently at 64 degrees. That is in the sticky range. We're going to be here, if not higher, today, tomorrow, and Thursday before the humidity finally breaks going into Friday. 90 in Albany is our high expected for the day today. Close to it pretty much up and down the Hudson Valley. 90 in Glens Falls, Speculator 87. It looks like Old Forge and Long Lake about 87 for highs today. East Jew at 87. 90 Schoharie in Amsterdam. Little Falls, I think you're going to have a good shot at hitting 90, as well as Bennington, North Adams, and on into Great Barrington. Upper 80s as you head on into the Taconic. So with that said, today relatively dry, especially this afternoon. But watch what happens this evening. That little system's going to be cruising on through with some showers and storms, but then get out of here by midnight. Tomorrow, with a little disturbance, we're going to see numerous showers and thunderstorms afternoon and evening hours. And then on Thursday, we have a good shot all day of seeing showers and thunderstorms. And then with that tropical system coming up from the south, Thursday night into Friday, we're going to have to see where a little band of heavy rain will set up. Right now, I have it out of our local area off to our south, but it certainly needs to be watched. So today, the 3 H's, 90 the high, maybe that isolated thunderstorm this afternoon. This evening into early tonight, scattered showers and storms. They'll diminish. It'll stay warm and humid with a low of 71. Tomorrow and Thursday, hazy, hot and humid with afternoon thunderstorms. I think Friday, the 4th of July, we may start off cloudy, but increasing sun as we go through the day, depending on the movement of that tropical system. But right now, Saturday and Sunday looks great. Sunny, low 80s, ladies.
All right, thank you, Steve. And just a quick note, we just got word that the USS Slater, the World War II ship, back at the Port of Albany.
Made its journey up the Hudson
River. A little bit early.
Complete.
Yes. We'll still head a look at what we're working on for News 10 in the morning on Fox 23 from 7 to 9.
First, though, it is time for our News 10 ABC Word of the Day. And today's word is blueberry. Of course, today is July 1st, and July is Blueberry Month. Log on to news10rewards.com, enter the word to play games, earn points, and win prizes. It is time now to take a look at what's coming up next over on News 10 in the morning on Fox 23 from 7 to 9.
We are staying on top of the latest developments out of East Greenbush with the breaking news this morning about a double murder-suicide there. 2 children and a mother are dead. We are live with the very latest information. Jennifer Lee continuing to gather new details for us, and we'll go live to her on Fox at 7 o'clock.
Also, stealing your last dime, literally. Albany police say one man is in big trouble, but it's not for how much he took, as much as it is about how he went ahead and did that.
And talk about taking a man cave to the extreme. The house on the market right now that has buyers lining the streets waiting to place a bid. Okay. We need to check our forecast.
It is. You guys are going to put a bid on today's weather, the 3 H's?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like it.
I love it. You can already see the sweaty people out there.
Well, don't sweat on me.
No.
Don't tread on me. No.
Drink plenty of water, shade. Yeah. Of course, much more on our breaking news coming up, and we will see you in just a few minutes. Good Morning America is up next here on ABC.
Yeah, have a great day.